master on the fade right there, or was that the natural fade?
Oh, that's the natural fade.
Wow.
That's that good. Man, you know, doing the Led Zeppelin month, I've been, listening to them. It's like, it's hard to just, I mean, it's easy to take it for granted because, like, all right, it's a guitar solo. But then you got to remember, like, nobody was really doing this back in the day.
Yes.
So, like, they were, like, the founders of that. You know what I mean? Imagine, like, you never heard that before. You know, like, remember in Back to the Future?
Yes, man.
When he was doing the Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think of. Like, it must have been amazing to hear this shit for the first time.
It's your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you're looking for? Listen to this.
Your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, man. That's right on the money.
You know what I mean, though? It's like, to hear that for the first time must have been...
Well, I have records, and I do enjoy putting them on from time to time. Listening to an album, even though it's 40, 50 years old, and it feels like hearing it for the first time often.
Yeah.
There's an element to it that, and we live in such a fast-paced world, and with the streaming music and the radio, Sirius FM or XM, whatever that is, we never really put the album on and, like, appreciate the time it came out, what else was coming out around it, and how maybe influential or groundbreaking it may have been.
Like, I mean, that was kind of later, but, like, when they were first coming out, dude, they were competing with, like, Love Me Do. You know
I
what
know.
I mean?
No, I totally agree, dude. Yeah, 1969, you have Zeppelin coming out and Sgt. Pepper's.
Like, you know what I mean, dude? That's crazy. They totally took it to a different... Well, you got to give credit to the black people.
I mean, I think...
they invented the rock and roll.
I guess, sure. I just think music lies in the soul, and it's all about, artistic expression and, just... especially bands. What I loved about bands is you got 4 or 5 dudes, or ladies and fellas. I'm looking at you, Fleetwood Mac. But you get a group of people together, and they're in a garage, and they just start jamming, and this fusion of sound and energy without any words being spoken can just come together and form this, like, symphony of music and sound, and, like, everyone can synchronize, and it's just, that's I don't understand how that art has been lost. How did everybody decide, you know what, I'm just gonna let the computer do it, and it's gonna play this music and the beat. I was chatting with someone earlier today how they went to Red Rocks recently, and they saw a DJ, Skrillex. Are you familiar with Skrillex?
No.
He's probably the more famous of the DJs. He's been doing it for a long time. He's been in, like, commercials with famous people. He's one of those kind of fellas, and I guess he put on an impromptu or a last-minute show, if you will, at Red Rocks. It wasn't, like, initially on the slated schedule for them, but he was coming to town, and he apparently threw together this show, and this fella was telling me about it, how he went to it, and how it was epic, and it was incredible, and he told me Skrillex performed for 5 hours, and how it's just unfathomable how a man could perform for 5 hours. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then
I sat there for 5 hours.
But then I started thinking, like, well, wait, he's a DJ. Like, is he performing? Like if Jimmy Page played guitar for 5 hours straight, ripping Led Zeppelin nonstop, that would be the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There's no doubt about it.
Marathon.
That's yeah. Like, to have your fingers and your mind processing those notes and those speeds, just all for 5 hours. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the guy politically, but or socially, really, a lot of times. But Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, they famously tour the country and put on a solid 3.5 hour show. That's impressive, man. Especially for guys at that age, like Max Weinberg. Yeah, these guys are fucking ancient. So, I mean, I find that to be very impressive. But I was a little bit not impressed by hearing this dude stood by this giant, machine, and I get that he's got to do stuff with it. I'm not discrediting the DJ life or saying that they're not, there's no musicianship involved.
Frank, I've been to many a parties. I put my playlist on for 5 hours. If nobody bumps the table, nothing you got to do.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay,
I'm not impressed, Skrillex.
Well, here's my thing is I think, and I'm no DJ expert, right, but I could only imagine there's some point within that 5 hour stretch that Skrillex could just, let it roll on repeat and then, like, go hit the John and take a leak.
I was just saying, no, at some point, it's not even Skrillex.
Yeah.
That's a double.
That's right, dude.
yeah.
It's the same guy who doubles for Joe Biden. He was just taking a day off. And,
yo, check out Skrillex. He hasn't moved in 3 hours. It's just a doll. This is crazy.
I like the idea of testing the audience because they're all on drugs too, right? You could probably just put like an old scarecrow up there, and the scarecrow is just standing there like a really shoddy looking scarecrow.
Sir, I think they're going to notice. Come on, they're dumb enough to buy Skrillex tickets.
These tickets, Mike, were going for like $300 to $500, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
I'm buying 2 turntables and a microphone right now. Get the fuck out of here with that fucking
Skrillex, dude. He put on a 5 hour show. And again,
I won't even go see Avatar for 3 hours. You think I'm going to go see...
Well, here's the thing. You've never been to Red Rocks. If the weather is cooperative and you're having a good time, you could find a lot of stuff to do at Red Rocks downstairs. Not downstairs, but like if you go down below the seating area, they have a really awesome kind of, museum-like atmosphere, and they have all these portraits of people who played there, and it's a nice little history of the park. You could also, while the music is going on, walk around the back section, see all the weird hippies hanging out on the mountainside trying to get a free show. And the best part about Red Rocks is, in my opinion, they have some of the best cheesesteaks in Colorado. It's everybody knows about this. It's at the top. You go up there. It's the cheesesteak burrito area. They're fantastic. You can hang up there, soak in the views, eat a good cheesesteak, enjoy 5 hours of Skrillex and his scarecrow who he puts up there. Yeah, 5 hours of Skrillex. But again, I'm not discrediting DJing or having to stand there and do stuff and entertain, but it's
forget about the stamina aspect. As an audience member, didn't you get the point after 2 hours?
I
got it. I get where this is going.
We're going fast.
I'm
slow.
good.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Weird sound. Every 8 beats, you throw in a new one. I'm done. Thank you.
Oh, man, 5 hours. I thought it was a little, it was a bit much in my mind. Not something I would stick around for. I'd probably duck out around the 2 to 3 hour mark myself. It just seems like a
well, you know me, I don't like the music, so I'm hitting that burrito first thing. You got about 40 minutes before I go hit that cheesesteak. And then that means I'm there for about an hour and a half before I got to get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That covers the show. I'm saying.
Yeah. How was the music? I don't know, but that burrito and cheesesteak,
And also, it's not like the dude is standing there holding this like 30-pound Gibson, ripping up 5 hours of solos, man. He
probably has like one of those robes for like with the mask that doesn't move, so he could slip out. So yes. He's actually like underneath eating the Philly cheesesteak.
Yes, he's enjoying a Philly cheese. By the way, I have been backstage at Red Rocks for shows. Emma and I went to, I think it was Widespread Panic. It's about 4 years ago. And we got to hang out in the back, man. Like, It's
If you would have said 10 years ago, it would have been impressive. 4 years ago,
no, they're
kind of caught him on the down.
5 years ago. No, they're the biggest touring act here, man. They sell out Red Rocks for 3 days. It's the wildest party. Lots of drugs. Everyone is insane. I knew nothing about them, to be totally honest. I maybe had heard a couple of their songs. Emma and
I didn't know who they were. I never heard them. I got dragged to a show, and it was amazing.
No, that's what happened. Emma and I scored free tickets. The guy's like, I got 2 tickets. I go every year with my dad. Turns out him and his dad were billionaires or whatever, and they knew the guys in Widespread, took us backstage. We got to party back there, and we didn't know anybody. It's really funny when you're backstage and there's people around you like, oh my god, oh look who it is, look who it is, and you're just like, what, what are you talking about? When somebody's not famous to you, they're nobody. Exactly, they're fucking nobody. You know what I mean? When they're not famous to you, you don't fucking care about them. Like, you're like, get out of my way, dude. You're taking too long to fill up your beer at the keg. Like, I know exactly. Could you hurry it up? Will you play drums? I don't care. You suck. Get out of my way.
It's even worse when it's one of like the actresses or something, because they think you're just gonna be like in awe. Like, all right, are you done? Get out of the way.
Yes. You were correct, by the way. Widespread Panic blew our minds. A fantastic show. They're great, awesome rockers.
I couldn't pick out a song in a lineup.
Same.
I don't have any idea what they played,
here.
but the vibe was amazing.
Yes.
I remember like
Absolutely.
we were just jumping the whole time. Like,
that's a cocaine vibe. It's a great show. We had a fantastic time. I couldn't agree more. The energy out of the crowd was just spectacular. I couldn't recommend more going to the show, but we were at Red Rocks, got to see the backstage area, and I couldn't agree more with you even further on the idea that it's totally possible that Skrillex set up a fucking scarecrow dummy thing with the mask on and slipped out the back of the robe and just hung out in the back. It's so easy for these guys to do it. Oh. They could just very simply he was probably just eating pizza and drinking beer while the whole 5-hour show was going on.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Got his dick sucked, got high.
Took a nap. I guarantee.
Took a nap. That's the only reason it went 5 hours. The nap went long.
That's right. They couldn't wake him up. He ate one of those edibles. He was out cold, man.
At hour 4, you guys were just too stoned. They just restarted the CD. What do we do? He's not up yet. They won't notice.
Well, what I really speculate was going on, and I think maybe this is the future and what we have possibly happening currently with our Skrillex friend, which is he's probably not even there. It's probably all AI, folks, and we must all be fearful of the AI. It's all they're talking about in the news. We all have to watch out. It's coming, right? Yeah. So whenever there's a danger on the horizon and it's going to destroy our lives and take us all over, there's always just one man in the world of science and knowledge that we can consult, and that one guy is the dude who owns all our potatoes and wants us all vaccinated and is now building nuclear facilities. That's right, folks. Say hello to your overlord. This is a juicy one, Bill Gates.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman told me he's a little bit scared about this technology. Are you scared?
We're all scared that
That's his real voice. I didn't manipulate that in any way.
What?
That's how this dweeb sounds like.
Did your wife take the balls in the divorce? Jesus Christ.
That's the kind of guy who I understand went to Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude never got
To be
laid.
fair, you sound like my Microsoft computer starting up. Is this thing going to make it through the sentence?
Technology. Are you scared?
we're all scared that a bad guy could grab it.
The White House, the administration, regulators here in the U.S., do you think they're up to speed?
Not yet.
They're not ready.
Not yet. I mean,
why are they not ready?
You're never going to have
because they're 90 years old.
Yes.
The people we have in office took office before we even had personal computers.
Yes.
And now you're
Yes.
expecting them to handle AI legislation? They don't even know what Google and Facebook are.
Dude, you're so on the money with this, man. The people in control of the country right now have no concept of what's going on with this technology.
I mean, I'm not saying we're geniuses, but we're in our 30s. We grew up not knowing anything but computers, like, right?
That's
and
right.
we still have a very hard time grasping what actually is artificial intelligence. We're too dumb to draw the line, right?
Yeah, I feel like we're a little bit more adept to seeing the
No,
AI.
me and you
and
have
the
no
fake
idea. Me and you could not even begin to argue over when a computer becomes sentient.
Good call. Joke's on you, though. This whole clip of Bill Gates, it's AI. Ha ha!
Is it really?
No, I wish I had that capability. That would have been
great.
Yeah, I know.
Frank, that would have been great. Oh, God.
I almost had you on that one. No, let's listen to this weird dweeb nerd tell us about AI, but that's not why I find this interesting.
Understanding it, but how do you build up a capacity for health applications, for education, to review things? The government has a role to play here. They won't be the experts, but they have to be part of that discussion. And so the White House starting those conversations, that's all good.
Still, unlike others in the field, including Elon Musk, Gates opposes pausing AI development.
If you just pause the good guys and you don't pause everyone else, you're probably hurting yourself. You definitely want the good guys.
You hear him laughing there, and like he keeps saying good guys, bad guys, right? Like, Bill, who's the good guy in this story? I'm not so sure it's you. Actually, and
I got some ticket stubs to Epstein's Island that say otherwise.
And he keeps giggling and talking good guys and bad guys. He's not being specific, right? He can't say like Chinese, Russia, right? U.S. No.
Plus, we don't live in a world of good and bad.
There's just something really creepy about Bill Gates and the way
he's talking to you like you're a child. He thinks you're a dumb child. That's what he thinks of the population.
Well, Mike, I am a certified idiot. Absolutely.
That's why the guy who invented Microsoft, he's going to take over the food, the drugs, everything that we need to live, because he's smarter than you, Frank.
Oh, yeah, and this man owns all our potatoes, so just watch out, people. I'm telling you.
Don't pause everyone else. You're probably hurting yourself. You definitely want the good guys to have strong AI.
Can you guarantee that?
If you stop the good guys, you can guarantee it won't happen.
You've got a fake image of the Pope, fake images of President Joe Biden. At some point, if those proliferate,
fake images of Hunter Biden. Oh no, those are real.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Fake images of Hunter Biden weighing crack on his scale with the wait, what?
Those were confirmed. Sorry.
Did we get confirmation on the Molly Obama credit card yet? I'm dying for the confirmation on the Molly Obama
I think that's
credit
the
card.
only reason they're admitting AI. That's why they released AI to the public.
Oh my god, dude.
So they could be like, no, that picture's fake.
You
That
just fucking blew my mind with that. Kind of on the same vein that Trump accidentally revealed that we have Space Force. Biden's like, well, we have AI. And
that's 4D Chuz right there.
That's great call. So now
we'll release AI and then tell them he didn't fuck Malia.
those images from Hunter's laptop, all AI. That's genius.
That's
actually, Mike, you are a 4D chess master, my man. I really believe you're onto something here. I'm not kidding. You just fried my brain out on that.
Somebody
one.
should pay me just to get drunk and give them ideas. If you had power to actually enact my ideas, I could make you a powerful man.
You should go sit in one of those water chambers with Hunter and smoke crack. See what you guys come up with. That would be quite the situation.
The bathhouses.
Oh, that's for Tony Fauci.
Do I need to bring a widow with me, or kill my brother first, take his widow? How does this work?
Oh, man. It's like, you don't even have to make it up. This Biden family, they're sick. They are disgusting people, man. My God.
Quick question to get into the club. Do I need to kill my brother and fuck his widow, or can I just fuck my daughter? I'm just curious how this works.
Do you need to see the diary as proof, or can I just go in on my word?
A little fuzzy on the deets.
Disgusting creatures. These are lizards, man. We're dealing with lizards from outer space when it comes to the Bidens. I swear to it.
No, they live inside the hollow earth.
Oh, the hollow earth. Sorry. Hey, Mike. All right. Hey, yo, I got you on board. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Hollow earth, flat moon.
Won't that confuse people about what the truth is?
You're going to have to say, where did this
Dude,
come
they're
from?
talking to us like we're so stupid.
Yes.
I can't take this.
Thank you. This is meant for children on CBS.
Won't they think that? Who are you talking to?
To you, you idiot. Come on, sheep. Listen here. We're talking AI, you moron. You don't understand, so we're going to keep talking about it, see?
But I have a power button on my computer. Will this one have a button that I can press that blinks?
No.
What are you guys talking about here?
Everybody's asking the same question. How will AI masturbate my dick? All right, this is the question we're all asking.
Come on, Frank, the golden question. Does this mean my sex robot will clean her own pussy? Everybody knows it's the hardest part of maintaining the sex robot.
Everything with AI is just going to porn. All our questions reside in porn. So just stop with the bullshit and tell us how this will improve our lives with porn.
Bill Gates. You know what I really wanted. I know you didn't pull your pants down in front of a young girl without some AI technology making your dick bigger. So, question, how will this make my dick bigger?
Do you think they have nanobot dick enhancement technology?
Oh, for sure.
I'm living in the past. Unreal. So, why I find this interesting with Bill Gates is...
what if it was like you could only do one or the other? So like you could either put the adrenochrome into your arm, then that's it. You're gonna live forever, a very long time.
Right.
Or you could put it in your dick, and you're gonna have a huge dick, but you're gonna live the same amount of time as normal.
Do you get to have the libido of like a 22-year-old?
Oh, you're back 20 years old. I'm talking 19, dude. You just look at
man.
a chick and it's hard. You know, you're ready to go.
That sounds like it would be, I hearken back to those days. There were uncomfortable moments where you had no control over the libido machine.
Only uncomfortable because you didn't know how to act in those situations. See, as an older, more confident man, I feel like you'd be more, like, yeah, look at that,
I think so. Well, you could also land yourself in jail nowadays pretty easily.
True.
Being like, hey, lady, look what just popped up. Take a look at that. Oh, yeah.
It's not my fault you're so beautiful. You
see
it's
this
a good
thing?
pickup line.
19 years old, right down here. Believe it.
I'm 40, but my dick's 20. I traded it in for a deal. It was part of a deal.
Yeah, it's great, babe. I just sold my soul to the devil. Took some adrenochrome. It was beautiful.
Got a bigger dick. Works great.
Now I'm one with Moloch. It's great stuff. Yeah. Well, this is how it goes down, though. Come on. I don't know if they have the choice of where to inject it, but maybe it is you choose, but you don't realize what that choice does, and that's why you end up like Nancy Pelosi. You get the great tits, but the crazy looking neck.
Good call. She did the tits.
She did the tits, right?
She put it in so that she got 18-year-old tits.
We all see Chuck Schumer and that hunchback he's got rocking back there. He obviously did the cock. His dong is down to his ankle. You know it. He's tucking that thing into his sock, baby.
Or he did the butt. Maybe he's got real tight cheeks. Everything's...
No, we all know that was Buttigieg. Come on, man. Come on. And Lindsey Graham. I'll never forget about you, Lady G.
No, he did the ladybugs. Don't forget my bugs.
Oh, God. Oh, heavens me. All right, so we are rolling down this gravy train. Look, bitch tits and spaghetti arms, old Bill Gates. We love him. We love to make fun of him. But I find this very fascinating because of what he's invested in now.
And whose responsibility is that? Each
The
of
reader,
us?
the viewer.
Every person has the responsibility to question what they're looking at.
Society is going to start to say, okay, this source is more of a trusted source. It's not like we can say, hey, please stop making fake image.
And just as Gates has seen with nuclear, getting it right when the stakes are so high takes time.
You've put billions of dollars towards this project.
He's building a nuclear island here in America. A nuclear island. Yes.
Why are you so committed
Seems to be fond of
nuclear
those
energy?
islands.
Well, nuclear energy.
Oh, yeah!
Hold on. Whoa, Bill.
Where's Epstein?
How old are these atoms you're going to be splitting?
Oh no. Oh, God.
And are these atoms ATOM or ADAM?
Hey, oh, yeah, we know what it is. We know it's Adam.
Why are you so
Leave
committed
it
to
there.
nuclear energy?
He's
Well,
going to have
nuclear
an
energy,
island of all
if
atoms.
we
No E's.
do it right, will help us solve our climate goals.
What do you say to the critics who say,
Did you catch it? He says that nuclear will help us solve our climate goals.
I got one question here. Excuse me, teacher. How will a nuclear plant on an island save you from climate change when that island is going to be underwater because of climate change?
The nuclear island that he's calling is actually like in Idaho, and it's on ground. It's on land. He's calling it a nuclear island like it's going to be a nuclear island facility in the middle of America.
What does that mean?
It means that nuclear is the answer and that we have clean nuclear potential and that...
No, but why would you call it a nuclear island?
Oh, I don't know. That's just how he phrases it because he's an elitist. And elitists use words to confuse us. They're spells. You know?
Island does sound more inclusive.
Well, I think he's talking about like a like a facility, you know. And by the way, yeah, this is like Dr. Evil. This guy's pure evil madman.
That's what I pictured, like a volcanic island.
That's what I was picturing.
This,
yes,
you know,
in like a valley, nobody can access. You know, and he's got his minions, and yes, that's exactly what I.
If you want to bomb it, you got to come in with a fighter jet with Tom Cruise at an insane angle that should take out the plane. He's got to, you know,
exactly. And Tom Cruise is definitely there, but then everyone is saved at the last minute by Sean Penn, shot from a slingshot, holding his Oscar trophy that he smelted into a weapon, and he saves Ukraine.
Whatever happened to that Oscar?
He must have smelted it into something, and I will assume it's something you can sit on. That's just my assumption for Sean Penn.
I've seen a lot of pictures of Zelensky. I haven't seen the Oscar.
The smelted Oscar. All right, so Bill Gates going nuclear. I thought that was super interesting because he's big on we're going to all eat bugs and I'm going to control your food, make you take the vax. You're going to live in the 15-minute city where you can't go anywhere. We're going to control your lives because it's all to save the climate. We're saving the planet. We're all heroes. But then in the meantime, he's like, oh, actually, I'm taking over nuclear energy because, yeah, actually, secretly, that is the future for clean energy and the survival of our planet. And all these other bullshit restrictions we're trying to put on you, those are just totalitarian, restrictions that we just want to put upon you.
That's insane.
Isn't that kind of what he's saying here, though? Like, the green movement, we're taking away your gas stoves. You can't drive gas cars now in 2027. Everything's going to be electric. We're going to totally ruin your lives, and we're going to ruin your businesses. How easy is it going to be for a guy to start a landscaping company with his electric Prius? Not very easy. So
No, they're already running into problems with that. I don't know if you know about the gas blowers and weed whackers.
I have No, please enlighten me on this.
So a lot of these like uppity places, they were going to save the environment by banning gas blowers. They've
Right
been
on.
doing it in California. There's a couple of places around here.
Oh, I'm sure Colorado's somewhere on the list. I guarantee it.
The problem is now in these areas, your only choice is really somebody who's illegal. Because anybody who has a legal business, they're not operating in your town. Because it's not profitable to run those battery-powered blowers and shit.
Well, that's right.
You know?
Yeah, man.
So they're having a problem where, like, a lot of guys left. So now you have to hire this guy who's just... And then he's going to use the gas blower. Because then it also goes down to the enforcement. The cops aren't going to go write a ticket to this guy who's got a broke-down SUV that he's working out of, right? But the guy who rolls up with 2 trucks, 2 trailers, matching paint jobs, brand new equipment, he's going to write him a ticket if he's using gas blowers, you know?
There's no resources to do that kind of action. Honestly, I read an article in the Denver Gazette about how they don't have enough police force in Denver to enforce traffic violations, you know, like speeding. Yeah. And I'm not kidding.
No, but this is happening in the suburbs.
I'm talking suburbs too, dude. I was cruising down the express lane, and there's the cop on the bike, and he's standing next to the bike with the gun, right? And I'm going a good 15 over, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got it at 55. I'm cruising 70, easy. And he's pointing the gun thing at me, and I'm staring right at him. And then he points his finger at me. And then he doesn't get on the bike, and he turns and points his gun at the next guy. That's law enforcement in the Denver suburbs in 2023, people. He's got nobody to pull me. I made it all the way home. You know what? I sped up, actually. I felt confident that I had no problems going all the way, baby. Like, who's he got? He's got no backup. This is the problem, man. They're going to enforce. You're talking about enforcing whether or not people are using gas blowers or weed whackers. You can't even force the driving the speed limit on the highway. You don't have enough resources.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know if you've been following the Adam Carolla left turn rule.
It's one of my favorite. Please explain the left turn rule. I love this one.
For those that don't know, it is absurd to have a left turn red arrow that you can't go on.
Yes.
It's just insane. So now I gotta wait for a whole nother cycle, and then you have the asshole who's on his cell phone who doesn't go until it turns yellow, and now everybody has to wait a whole nother cycle.
Or the guy who doesn't go midway to move up for everyone, so the guy behind him has a chance when it goes yellow to get through.
Well, that's the thing about the red light is you can't move up midway.
That's right.
I don't follow that left turn red light. I'm going. Not just gonna go into traffic, but I'm gonna go out in the middle of the intersection. I'm gonna treat it just like it's a regular light.
I think that's appropriate and fair. And I'm gonna remind our audience too. This is the same fellow who chastised me about 30 minutes ago for riding the shoulder for 5 seconds on the highway.
Oh, I didn't chastise you. I just said you're doing the wrong. I do it all the time downtown. We got one section too where it literally the shoulder just becomes another lane.
Well, here's my thought. Seriously though, when you think about
hold on, dude. I was at the red arrow, and I drove over the curb onto the median to go around this guy so that I could go out into the middle of the intersection.
Yeah.
On a red left turn arrow. Right?
Wow.
I look over to my left. There's a cop right there.
All right.
They looked at me. They gave me the frank thumbs down.
Wow! Yes!
The guy literally shook his head and gave me a thumbs down, and his partner was shaking his head too. And then I just took the turn when the light changed, and nothing happened.
They gave you the thumbs down and the shake head, the disappointment. My God, folks, that's it. I've gone international. We're big time, people. Yeah.
Your joke about what we should do to other drivers. That's Chicago's plan.
Oh, that's how they police the roads. Oh,
That's how they police the roads.
Just a stern shake of the head, a frown, and a big thumbs down.
No ticket. We're not even going to pull you over. But we're just disappointed.
Thumbs down. Look, I was speeding on the highway. I got a point. He just pointed at me. Hey, fella. Give me the old hey, fella. Watch it.
Yeah, you're right. They can't even enforce basic
No, it's
traffic laws
in Denver, and on that they just don't have the funds to do so. There's just they don't have the people. That's the world.
Got $1 billion to send to Ukraine, but can't help
That's right. That's right, man. We got $1 billion to send to Ukraine, and we got a lot of problems, no doubt about it. But luckily, we're able to take it easy, especially on the weekends. I took it easy this past weekend. Talked about hanging in the garden, enjoying what little sunshine our government gave me before the chemtrailing. And then, when they did cloud seed a bit, it was mid-afternoon, I recall, and I was able to go in and enjoy some sports that I typically like to do. This past weekend, man, I don't know if you're a gambling fella yourself, Mike, but the Kentucky Derby was going on. Did you catch any of that action?
Did not. No.
I figured as much. I didn't either. I myself have been to many Kentucky Derby parties here in the Boulder, Colorado area. I know a lot of people at the bar that I used to work at. Big-time gamblers, especially in the horse arena. And us ourselves, my man, we grew up in the Arlington Heights region with the old Arlington Heights racetrack.
Yeah.
So we're big-time horse guys.
Not a horse guy.
I know. We are not horse guys at all, and I didn't follow it at all either, and that's why I thought... No.
We also grew up in an area where you saw degenerates. You were like, oh, I don't want to be that guy.
That's right. And there's a hip a horse race betting bar in Denver, downtown, over near, I think, Market Street. Maybe I'm a little off. Maybe on Larimer. A great little joint. You can go downstairs. It's like a steak restaurant, but you head downstairs. They got the leather chairs. You could buy cigars and hang out and put bets on the races. A really fun experience if you have the chance, except maybe, like this weekend, it may not be as fun. I didn't know this was going on. I didn't think this was a thing, but apparently at the Kentucky Derby, there was a horse, massacre, my man.
And now to big questions surrounding the
Kentucky Derby. Frank, I should have put my seatbelt on.
Folks, I always forget. I don't mark these clips. I blame the production crew mostly for that one.
Not this late in the show, man. I was settled in comfortable, dude. I wasn't holding on to nothing.
Oh, wow. Man. Make sure your seat backs are upright and your tray tables are in the correct position there, people. We're hitting some turbulence and high winds. This is Michael Strahan.
And now
I gotta go pick up Nona, man. Suck her down the stairs.
After 7 horses died ahead of the big race on Saturday, Trevor Alt is here with the latest. A lot of questions here, Trevor. Good morning.
Absolutely, Michael. Good morning to you. This is really overshadowing the actual running of the Kentucky Derby. In just a matter of days there, 7 different horses died at the track. 2 of them died on race day. Several were significantly injured while racing. They were euthanized. But notably, Churchill Downs has called the sudden deaths of 2 horses, Parents' Pride and Chasing Artie, highly unusual. Investigators haven't yet determined their causes of death, but Churchill Downs has indefinitely suspended the trainer of those 2 horses. Sappy
and now we go to Tony the Baloney Fruello.
Dude, no, you're not kidding. You're so...
I didn't like the horse's odds, you know?
We gave the horse spaghetti. Hey,
what do you want from me?
No.
I told them to give parents bread a 4-1. They didn't listen.
Dude, the guy that they have this like suspect, the picture is unreal. He has like the Jerry curl with the ponytail, the Jerry curl ponytail. Like this hasn't been in style since '84. It's unreal. This guy. Where did he come from? He's the biggest sleazebag I've ever seen.
I never saw no horse. I don't even know what a horse looks like.
I can't even spell horse. Hey,
what's a horse? Talking about my voice?
To Sappy Joseph Jr. in a statement that trainer
his name is unreal. Saffy with 2 F's, man. Saffy. This is out
causes of death, but Churchill Downs has indefinitely suspended the trainer of those two horses, Safi Joseph Jr. In a statement, that trainer tells ABC he is cooperating completely with authorities, that he is confident in the quality of his training operations, and that he won't comment further until the investigation is over. But he did tell local media he believes
Safi, I told you to poison and get out of town.
Churchill Downs of suspending him to save their own image with so many horses dying. The safety and treatment of racehorses has been in the spotlight before. In 2019, more than 30 horses died at Santa Anita Racetrack in California. That did lead to some safety reforms, and there are some new anti-doping and medication.
To be fair, they needed a horse head for a guy who turned down a deal he should have never refused.
Thank you. That's why I fucking love this story. Like, does nobody know that it's all mafia run? Like, what do you mean? Like, 7 horses died? I think it's pretty obvious. Like, do you really need to do a news expose on this whole thing? Like,
oh, Father, I don't know what we're gonna do. We can't make money on these odds. Kill the horses. That's like 19 horses we gotta kill. I didn't ask for a number. I just said kill the horses.
Say they got
make the odds in our favor. Remember when Trump told that guy in Georgia to find me 11,000 votes? Well, this guy just found 19 better horses. This is how it happens. This is how this is done. Find me 19 better horses.
You gotta see the clip of the dude whose horse won. He lost his mind. It was like, he won the world.
He won with Stumpy, the horse with a limp. Nobody knows how he did it. Not a chance. 1,000 to 1 odds.
This is such a funny story, dude. How do you tell this seriously, man, in the media? Like, dude, it's the fucking mafia. Are you kidding me?
And now we go to the newly hired horse trainer. It's fucking Tanya Harding's husband, ex-husband.
All right, here's the trainer, Tony Two Hoofs. Hey, what's the news on the horse there, Two Hoofs? They're all sick. Oh.
They call me Tony Hoof Smash.
It looks like they're all in the hospital. Oh. So ridiculous, man. I fucking
looks like a blood disease.
It might be COVID.
This happened to a family down the block. It was bad spaghetti. Check the sauce. Bad tomatoes. You gotta get them when they're right.
I fucking love this so much, dude. Like, this is so strange. We're doing the biggest horse betting, a horse race. And mysteriously, 7 horses die. Who could it be?
Yeah, this is too good. This is too good.
Dude, the Italians, man, they have no shame. I'm telling you, they can bump off 7 horses.
What are we going to tell them after we kill 19 horses? They'll figure it out.
And the winner of the race, Luigi Spaghetti. It's amazing. Nobody predicted it. 90 to 1 odds.
Luigi's long shot.
This is so fucking crazy, man. I fucking love this. I think it's so funny this happened.
After the race, you just see 3 Italian Guidos walking out with bags of cash. Gold necklaces, gold pinky ring. Like, what?
Just scan the crowd for the dudes in leather jackets. You'll know exactly who was in charge of this whole operation.
Oh, Mario, I can't believe we won. Oh. It's amazing.
I had like fucking. This is my favorite story of the year. I'm telling you, this is like ridiculous.
This is incredible.
Yeah, like, it's very sad, tragic. Yeah, 7 horses.
I feel bad for the horses.
Mysteriously die. 2 on the day of the race. Like, are you? Are you fucking kidding me?
The best part is like, yeah, 9 horses died this time. Last time it was 31. What? What do you mean last time?
Oh man. Oh,
how much are you guys rigging these things?
It's just that's good stuff, folks. The Italian mafia, they still reign supreme in this
and they
world.
Don't give a fuck.
No, they're doing it right in front of your face. They love it, man. Just watch the NBA. It's so obvious.
Maybe this was a warning to some of the refs.
Oh, that's right. Well, they were trying to. Yeah, maybe that's a good call. They were.
Hey, those horses are worth more than you refs.
speaking of rigging events such as, the Kentucky Derby and being involved even in the Kentucky Derby, Mike, does anything scream white supremacy more to you than that? Like, come on, dude. This whole country, it's just all about the whites and their supremacist ways and their rich elitist culture, right? That's just what...
Yeah, wear the funny hats.
That's what the Kentucky Derby represents. White supremacy. You know who else represents white supremacy, Mike? Well, apparently Mexicans now.
So we all have to remember that the head of the Proud Boys, his name is Enrique Tarrio. The Proud Boys is a white nationalist group. Look, being Hispanic...
Yeah, did you catch that?
Yeah, but I heard Enrique, whatever, was a FBI informant.
Yeah, well, you could be many things at the same time. You can be Hispanic, white supremacist, an FBI informant, leader of the Proud Boys, the man who orchestrated January 6th. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I get it.
He's a jack of all trades. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we all have to remember...
This is The View, by the way, spilling this trash to the...
Oh, Frank, we can all tell by the clucking hens.
To the... That's right. I gotta bring that back, actually. It's a classic callback.
So we all have to remember that the head of the Proud Boys, his name is Enrique Tarrio. The Proud Boys is a white nationalist group. Look, being Hispanic or being black does not, or being anything...
can you stop right there?
Yeah, dude.
The guy's name is Enrique. I can't even pronounce his name.
Enrique.
And he's the head of a white nationalist. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude, I hear you. Yeah, Enrique.
I can't even pronounce your name.
Enrique Torres.
Enrique. Oh, is that what it is? Enrique Torres?
I just heard Enrique, and I immediately think of, I want to be your hero, baby.
I can wash away your pain.
Yeah! All right, man. Hey, let's continue down this,
Oh, Enrique. Ooh, Frank, I just got a little hot in here, man, bringing up Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, my nipples are hard as well, my friend.
or being black does not, or being anything, does not make you...
I'm going to go back a little bit here. This is supreme idiocy, my friends.
Does not, or being anything, does not make you immune from being racist, from being radicalized, from being a white supremacist, from being evil, from being homicidal. And we are seeing it over and over again. There are people, they don't see themselves as what they are.
Yeah. I don't know where that music came in there. It was part of the
clip.
Oh,
they were playing her off.
Is that what that was? Yeah.
Oh, man. Even they were like, all right, cut this out.
She was getting the Don Lemon? That's so
good.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I think CNN hired Don Lemon back.
No
way. He's now got the squeegee. He's wiping all the cum off the camera lens. Every time they talk about Donald Trump losing this...
He's the squeegee boy.
Like Van Jones right now is about to blow his load.
Are they really all over this today? Oh, man.
Oh, they brought everybody back. They're all sitting at one giant table. 19 people talking about Donald Trump.
Oh, they brought back the giant... what was it? It was for when they indicted him, and then they followed his entire journey, like to the airport in Mar-a-Lago, and then on the flight... Then the car ride,
Dude, CNN, it looked like one of those pictures where they take a million pictures to make one picture. They had all the talking heads, and it made it to look like Donald Trump's head. That's crazy.
Yeah, this one was... Yeah, I'm sure...
So brown people, Mexicans, they can be white supremacists now?
No, wait, hold on. I'm more into this Trump thing actually now because I was thinking about how we discussed last time CNN paid like the $100 million to have the dude on the jet ski flying by, and then the paraglider and all that stuff. I would like it for this time around. Like Trump is there, he does the court appearance, and then they get the like button cam from the dude in the McDonald's drive-thru, right? And you get the audio.
Well, actually, Anderson Cooper's been camping out in the dressing room where the alleged rape happened. He's been in there for 4 days now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, this What a circus. Come on, man. But meanwhile, we're definitely not going to talk about the fact that we're sending $1.2 billion more to Ukraine so that way 10% of that can be funneled through secret channels and laundered to the Biden family. 10% of $1 billion, folks, that's a lot of money.
Oh, that's like $1 million.
And how many times have we fucking sent billions of dollars to this fucking country? It's what a fucking distraction, what a circus. Oh, but let's all talk about how Trump maybe grabbed the pussy of some chick in 1994.
Well, to be fair, he does believe he has the right to grab pussy.
Well, he's a star.
And,
we've already covered this.
And I gotta say, even now, Democracy Now!, a lot of left-wing media right now, they're talking about Hunter Biden.
Really? Well,
yeah.
I didn't catch There was a little Democracy Now! On the Hunter Biden. I think what they're trying to do is play he made a mistake with the whole,
No, it's beyond that. They're throwing him under the bus, but they're trying to get ahead of it. And they're trying to say that he did all this without his dad's knowledge, pretty much.
Well, then who's the big guy? That has to be answered. Big guy has to be answered.
Frank, when you're a Democrat, you don't have to answer hard questions like that.
They're just going to pin big guy on Bo. Why not? He's dead. It's not like you care about the guy's legacy anyways. You're banging his wife.
The big guy was Hunter's dick.
That's right.
That's his nickname for it.
Wow. And to set up a bank account for your dick. That's impressive.
Very. It must be a big dick.
Oh, Mike, it takes balls to be a dick.
Good enough to get the widow, you know what I mean?
Oh, come on. We keep going back to that. It grosses me out.
Everybody talks about the fact that he fucked his brother's widow. But man, don't let that chick off the hook either. What kind of gross bitch goes and fucks your dead husband's brother? Who's a crackhead?
Wow. Okay, so you're spinning it around a little here, and you're
that
saying...
takes two to tango. You know what I mean? So if he's gross for doing it, so are you.
Yes, sir. I totally agree with you, and I've never thought about this in a funny way, but you are right. Maybe
just like the hooker who's like mad that they're not acknowledging her child. You're a hooker who was fucking the vice president's son. What did you think was going to happen if you got pregnant?
I'm not familiar.
You're going to get a trip to the White House?
There's a hooker with a kid involved here? I'm not familiar with this angle of the story.
Oh, yeah, it's a big deal because even the other day, Joe Biden he only talks about having 6 grandchildren, but he has a 7th.
Really?
Hunter had a kid with a stripper.
I didn't know this, actually.
Yeah.
What? And this is just like out there and everybody knows about it, and it's just
everybody knows
no
about it.
big
They
deal?
did the DNA test. It's
wow,
Hunter's kid.
Man. Stripper kid.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
And Joe won't acknowledge it. He had the kid with the stripper while he was fucking his brother's widow. Can't make this up.
Man, this family.
I don't even have the imagination to make that up.
This is like dysfunction on the just most extreme level, man. Like who's okay with this? And it's crazy, but Trump is the disgusting guy because he divorces his wives, pays them the money, right, when he divorces them, and then right, does he do that or no? I don't know.
Oh yeah, he divorces, gives them what they want, and then he goes on to the next
gets his new bimbo babe and
younger, better looking model,
has more kids. He doesn't hide from it, whereas these other creepos and freaks and weirdos, they
one thing I noticed about Trump, he likes to keep up with the time. Because Marlon Wayans, whatever his wife's name was,
I will accept Marlon Wayans, yes.
She was hot for the 80s.
Marla.
Not 2000s.
Maples.
Marla, yeah. She was like 80s hot. You couldn't carry that into the 2000s. You needed,
that's
right. The standards change.
We're throwing around so many foreign sounding names. Who's the current one he's got?
Melania.
Yeah. Okay, so Melania kind of with Trump when she was maybe almost slightly a little underaged.
Yeah?
I'm thinking, isn't Melania pretty young compared to...
Listen, if you join the military at 19, they let you drink, they figure you're a soldier, you can drink, even if you're not 21. If you're out there posing naked and in swimsuits, you're 18.
I mean, come on, Melania, Eastern European, probably Russian.
Oh yeah, a 16-year-old Eastern European. That's like a 20-year-old American.
I think we're talking kind of. There's some angle of purchased wife action here, or a little bit of a here's a gift from the Kremlin kind of.
She
deal.
was already rich.
So is she part of like a wealthy family out there? Is that the deal?
No, she was a model.
Yeah, but I mean, there's maybe some kind of spy element involved there. I could imagine.
How much you pay for a Melania?
Like, how much would I pay for
how much you think she goes for?
I don't know. Enough for Trump to purchase it.
No, I don't think he's got enough.
No, you don't think Trump has that kind of money to buy a Melania?
To buy a Melania?
So you think Melania legit was like, this is a good business deal, I'm going to marry Trump?
Yeah, she did it to increase, to further her brand.
Yeah, increase her wealth. Yes, absolutely.
Fuck sure. Not only to increase her wealth, like she could leave him and still make money off her name now.
Well, you have to imagine a guy like Trump, you're in his position in life, and we're talking before the presidency, the deal must be really, hey, we're signing on to further both of our brands, and me, sick, weird, fat dude.
It's no different than a Hillary and Bill. You know, like, it's a business deal.
A business deal. Yeah.
I think you get to that level, you're in the business. You're business dealing. You know, you're not marrying for love.
Part of the deal, though, you have to give birth to the Baron.
Oh yeah, there's got to be a son. Yeah.
There has to be. You have to bear the fruit.
I need an heir. Well, I got an heir. I need a spare. You know.
You always need a spare. Take note, Harry, you loser.
I never drive without a spare.
Well, you mean Eric? Oh, yeah. Eric's like a flat spare.
Yeah. You don't count that one. That's a bent rim.
You got Don Jr. You skip over.
I don't know how to say this in car terms, but that's a rim missing a chromosome. Is that right?
We'll just say chromie. You know, the chromies that you put on the... It's a wheel without a chromie.
Oof. What happened with Eric, dude? That thing didn't finish cooking or something before it came out. I don't know what happened.
I think you gotta blame the other wife. I can't remember which one. You can't keep up with who these kids were had with the Trumps, but hey, more power to him, man. The guy's procreating. You know,
I gotta say, man, funniest thing SNL has done in 5-6 years is when they had Eric driving the little car, and he even parked it, and then he's got the beep beep. That was fucking genius. That was so funny. They did a great job making fun of Eric.
Well, it was announced today, Robert Downey Jr., 79 years... Oh, not Robert Downey Jr., Robert De Niro, 79 years old, having another kid.
What?
Yeah, man. At 79, dude.
Who fucked that gargoyle?
Yeah, man. Come on. Oh, yeah. It's so
all you
gross,
incels
dude.
need to go kill yourself. If that guy's getting laid... Oh, Jesus Christ. You shouldn't even need money.
How is
to
that
compete with that guy.
I'm saying, dude. Who could compete? Robert De Niro's getting laid and having kids.
Not only fucked him, made him come? Jesus Christ. How old's the chick?
I didn't investigate. I was so grossed out. I didn't want to throw up any further, so I just
God bless her, man. That's a fucking $1 million ticket right there.
Yeah, you're right on the money. She nailed it, no doubt. I can only assume the lady younger than 50, right? You gotta
be under 40.
That's how I was gonna say. 40.
Dude, that's old sperm. So to catch that and turn it into something, you gotta have like a 20-year-old egg or something. You know, like that's.
Oh man, so we're talking Epstein Island here, people.
I'm thinking 20s, man. Those got to be 20. Remember, was his name Mick Jagger? She was like 28.
Mick Jagger had a daughter, had a kid with a woman who was younger than his youngest daughter.
Well, yeah, his youngest daughter's probably like 60.
No, Mick Jagger.
Oh, youngest! I was thinking oldest. Holy shit, the youngest. Oh, wow.
He had a daughter with a girl younger than his youngest daughter.
Wow, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, but that man's still swinging. Come on, man. Oh, he's jumping Jack Flash all the way to the end.